It is January 2010, and Lake Erie continues to get colder. The ice is moving in, slowly but surely, and the shores finally have a permanent fringe of white as far as the eye can see. But it's not just ice that's found its way to land. A mile or so down the beach from where I live is a strange cove I've nicknamed the Dump. In the 1970s, Lake Erie's waters were so polluted that algae blooms were everywhere, and most of the fish were dying. Thanks to legislation in both Canada and the US, the Lake Erie of the early 21st century is comparably pristine, and fish stocks are healthy and thriving. But in areas along the shore like the Dump, Lake Erie shows signs that man's influence has not completely disappeared. There is still much work to do in reducing our footprint. I am reminded that humans can also make small changes in a positive direction, and that if done by each of us, these small things can make a big difference in the health of this great lake. Lake Erie is, if anything, resilient and lovely. As the waters continue to cool, the ice continues to build little by little. I have been watching the ice form throughout the month of January, and it's as though an artist were at play here. How does nature do it? The beauty in every ice crystal seems to be crafted quite deliberately, as if their purpose were to speak directly to the soul. Perhaps I'm being too sentimental, but I can't help it. It all seems a grand design. Each iceberg, each mountain of snow, every crevasse and floating bit of ice is as unique and inspiring as the snowflakes that make them up. Many of the snowy vistas of Lake Erie shores in January awaken my childlike sense of wonder. I imagine that I am in the Arctic, an explorer intent on reaching the pole. But unlike the explorers of old, I am only half an hour from Buffalo and a mere hour from Toronto. There is comfort in knowing that such beauty still exists in the wake of such urban encroachment. Here at the end of January, my friends the geese are still residents, staying here for what I do not know. They come and go, and just when I think they've finally flown south for the winter, they show up to hang around some more on the ice. Perhaps February is the month they'll finally leave, but for now they seem content to just hang around a little bit longer. Maybe the January shores of Lake Erie are as beautiful to them as they are to me. For all the cold and quiet of midwinter, life is still making its way and going about its business. How wonderful. Here ends January on the lake. Be sure to visit in February as we continue to explore the shores of this very great lake. Whoa, you okay?